Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm on leechess.org, and I just got paired up playing a 5-0 game. Oh, what to do? Let's try a Sicilian. Chessdale 99. First time playing? Alrighty. Let's get the knight out. Fishing poles! Let's try queen c7. Knight b5, I could drop back. Alright. This fishing pole stuff, I don't just do in Blitz, or excuse me, Bullet. I do it in Blitz as well. It's interesting. I'm prepared to gambit a pawn. f4, knight g4 I may still play, or still hold off some. Get b5 or b6. I've played with both. If I'm playing b5, Black could try to open up the position. I have to keep in mind that I'm behind in development, so I might take a more modest approach with my b-pawn. More aggressive. Not so much with b6. I can also hold off on all of that as well and consider d6 or even d5 now. I'm going to go with d6. A little bit of a... just holding off some. Let's get my bishop here. I know his place. I have not ruled this out, and now with the king here, he's off of this diagonal, but at the same time he's still opposite my rook. These ideas spring to mind, or even half-open h-file, so clearly I cannot play b5 now. Let's go with b6. I need to make sure I can meet f5 with e5. I want my bishop here really soon. Yeah, let's get here. Still have not given up on knight g4. If the queen goes here, this is that much more appealing. c4 is sensitive. I'm going to keep my king in the center. Okay. Well, I think it's best I push. They are threatening to take twice here. Should I capture first? Would be my move then. Takes, and then I get to push here with a punch. I wonder. Let's see. We're even on time. The important moment in the game. Let's see. Knight takes knight, knight to e5, I'm dropping this. Okay, let's take. See how white recaptures, and then I'm pretty sure my follow-up move is this. To be concerned of the white removing my knight to key defender, but I do have my bishop here to defend d5. Okay. Don't necessarily have to play e5 here. What's wrong with knight to g4 right now? I dropped g7. But maybe that's okay. Can I try for that stuff? Oh, they are... Oh. Good grief. They're on this pawn. I totally missed that. I missed that. They're going to be winning the b-pawn. Not cool. I did not see that. Okay, well, maybe I have to do this to defend. I don't know. That was pretty basic. I should not have captured on d4. I didn't see this attack against b6. Yupper, now I'm very weakened over here. My idea with rook to b8 is to exchange queens on b6 and then have this as a follow-up idea and get the piece back. So let's see. Small pawn center, but this is really weakened. Can they make use of g6? Remains to be seen. Not giving up on this. Let's see what Chess Dale comes up with. Gonna enter an endgame, queenless. No, you'll probably consider this a middle game, no? So usually the pressure against b6 can be met. Not usually, but a maneuver that is quite common is a knight. A knight jump to d7. Now on these moves I have rook to b7. The bishop tries to cash out. I could take here. So we're coming out of this, what's the story here? Even material. But pretty big imbalance with this pawn structure. This is probably really painful. Nice move. Yeah, king is the best defender. Let's go with this. I'm on the b2 pawn. Fortunately, they cannot pile away with the bishop at e6. Okay, probably this. Let's increase some pressure against their queen side, even on the clock. Ideally, I want to have my pawns on light squares to restrict this guy. So if I could get in d5, bishop d6, I think I'd like that. Also, d5 allows some lateral defense of e6. Now, should I do that right now, d5, or rook here? I'm tempted to play rook to c3. Let's do that. Just not even allow that guy to go anywhere. And with this, probably challenge my rook, but then I have this move. Let's have my rook defend. There's no fancy stuff with taking advantage of pins. Have that under control. That move I didn't see. I could play here, though. Probably should. That knight will be too much of a bother. I could look to double up, and this will be difficult to defend now, I'm pretty sure, for white. Are they going to pick up my h pawn? Should I save him? No, let's go in for that. I want to track down the c pawn. Rook to e2 is not a defense. I'm threatening this and this right now with my last move. They could grab the h pawn. Yeah, so now I could take here. I guess they missed this idea. That rook is in fact unprotected on c1, so let's grab that. They still have back rank issues. I have a better king position. Okay. And now probably just get right back over here, intensifying the pressure against c4. These are ways to improve. If I get my pawn up to e4, that bishop would actually be trapped. Rook here I could take. I have this covered. So if I go here, I'm getting in the way. Let's just lock down a little bit in the king position. Okay, now we improve the king. Still tethered to the defense is white of the c4 pawn. I could play g5, or just negate the rook. Kill its influence along the fourth rank, and now I could probably start to expand. And then here next. Yeah, let's just march. Could take here, I think. Let's go with this. Let's keep a watchful eye over the clock. There's c4. Let's do this. And then improve my king. No mates. Alright, let's get back here. Crash through at c2. One rook off, and then there's definitely not going to be any fancy mating nets. Alright, let's save him now. And keep pushing with these guys. Got a lot of squares covered. Probably even take that bishop. Let's attack the rook. 15 seconds. Let's keep pushing. be pushing through soon. Can't take advantage of the pin I promote. They're playing very fast. Just going to trade down and win the king and pawn ending. No stalemates. No stalemates. And there we go. Dodged a bullet in that one for sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely dodged a bullet. Let's go into the analysis. Now, I don't know. I just overlooked queen takes d4 and this piling up on b3 or b6. But maybe in the end, rook here was a defense. Seems shaky, to say the least. Alright, so there's analysis already running. Let's go through it. H5. Don't know if I would play this in over the board, but yeah, I've had success in both bullet and blitz. This idea. E6 and D6 structure. I think that's fine. I think this is fine. This is fine. So this is really where I need an adjustment. I'm fine with keeping my king in the center. I should be going with this. And then I wonder what would be best for white. Maybe maintaining another piece on board. This I feel like I don't have any issues with. I'd be taking with the bishop, and I could even look forward to queen b7 as an example. Bishop to g5. I could go queen here. If there's one square I need to keep a very close eye on, it's d5. This is a hole in my position. And, if they're taking out my knight, I want to be able to do what in the end? I want to be able to make sure this hole is, I want to make sure that a pawn is there. I'm not fearing a pawn as much as I would be a piece. So I should be playing e5 here. And I could have saved myself so much more time as well. If I would have just seen, oh, well, knight takes knight, queen takes, I have to defend that? No. So I should just go in for this. And whether or not knight takes knight in this position is best, I don't know. Maybe on knight here I have to do this. Yeah. With a4 in there, I have this b4 square to fight for control over d5. That's probably something close to equal here. This may look a little bit odd, but I'm not castled on the king's side, and it's linked in some way. There is some still idea. I know it didn't happen in the game, but at some point, knight g4 can hit. And if white is too soon, what I know about positions like this is that if white is too soon with saying, you know what, let's get a flight square in and go with h3, then this h4, you could see a knight slipping into g3. Landing with forks and who knows what more. But yeah, I should be playing e5 here. I wonder if it was still okay, but it seems extra scary though, because I'm throwing no threat at white. They should probably keep queens on the board. This ending, I think I'm quite alright with. If I'm not getting mated, I know that sounds a bit extreme, but if I'm not getting mated, and I'm not going to get mated here, I think I'm just better. Because, well, one of the things I'm looking into is not this in as much as a better king position. My king is already in the center, and he still has a ways to go. And well, I do have a passed pawn as well. And these are the two key factors I see: the center pawns and my king being a little bit closer to the center. So white should probably come up with something different than queen takes pawn. I think the decision to take here was quite all right. I don't know. I think I'm better in this ending. Was there maybe some other fancy tactic missed right around here? Not so sure. Maybe? No, I was going to say this move, but if they try to lock down on this, I can take and then challenge the bishop. I don't know. Let's see what the computer has to say. Huh. Okay. Well, where was the... White was better up until what point? Yeah, up until the point where they... Yeah, the decision to capture with the queen. Let's put the arrows on. We're there. So it likes white. Let's go to the beginning for a moment. H5 is never going to be a top choice by the computer. Got D6. Wants to go in faster for F5. Bishop there. On this move, I'm prepared to play... Well, if my bishop is still on C8, I have this move. So that's worth noting. This pressure, white is not threatening in this position to take on E6 for as long as he's still home. So A4, B6, okay. After B6, then there's this with bishop F3 coming, huh? Yeah, and I'm losing control of my center control. Yeah, this is a way to break down my my position. Yeah, B6. So notice the suggestion now, bishop D7 instead. And, well, I mean, this is also, with the bishop on D6, I have that reply of knight to E5. In case of F5, I have knight E5. It's a very compact structure. I mean, aside from the H5 move, everything else is pretty normal, right? Small pawn center, knights on good squares, bishops and knights there. But yeah, on B6 they had this opportunity. And then I'm losing control. This position is opening up. There's not a great lead in development for white, but I'm losing control. My knight has to find a new home. And this is not a good structural shift. What's happening right now? This is not good. I do not want to be playing with an isolated pawn here. And I guess well, this is just winning. Wow. C4 takes. Big trouble for me. Big trouble. Oh, I don't even want to look any further. It's really bad. It's really bad. So they had their opportunity here. I fallen for this idea before too. Don't know I don't know that I was recording while I was playing such a game, but yeah, playing B6 now when I cannot capture with a pawn. This is pretty good with the bishop F3 idea. Missed opportunity for white. From here, how's it looking? For a moment it popped up knight takes knight with rook to B8. But best was this. And knight takes knight, bishop takes with this. Bishop G5, queen B7. Yeah, queen B7. Bishop B7. Did pop up for a second, queen to B7. Queen E2. Still a tough fight. Yeah. It's an open position, but I think I'm still quite all right here. I don't know if as white I would be allowing this H3 move. White could probably take some time out for that now. I even have an opportunity for this move, taking advantage of the unprotected bishop. That would be a killer. Okay. Well, they didn't grab the knight on C6. I take there. Rook to B8. Taking is fine. And it does not like the capture on B6. Not best. Bishop E2. And maybe looking for this stuff. Don't know. Keep queens on the board, right? Maybe that's the big thing to really draw some attention to. Who has the more vulnerable king? It's definitely me. Don't have an f-pawn anymore. This is a sensitive point. I have to be careful. Maybe even some sacrifices, right, at some point? Well, that is if I have to capture with my g-pawn on f6, but I have enough security over that. But the queen's on when you have the safer king. White has the safer king. They go for this exchange. And wants to go with bishop here. Oh, the difference being to inconvenience my rook some. Clever computer. Yeah, that's a nice little detail, right? Bishop takes, knight takes. To do this move first. If you're going to get my bishop, you're going to inconvenience your rook, is basically what white is saying. And then, yeah, I have to develop him again. I'm not threatening that pawn. Still evenish. Okay, I mean pulling for white some. But the immediate capture, I guess, is level. But feels like it's much easier to play for black. Better king position. Yeah. I guess it has to you have to defend like that. Can I not get away with this? Maybe. Yeah, I slowly start to pull ahead right around this point. Expanding in the center. Good king position. And a pawn drops and it's gone from here. Okay, well, dodged a bullet there with the b6 move. They had their opportunity to take on c6 and get their bishop on this diagonal. It didn't happen. Queens were exchanged and left me off the hook some. Okay, well, as usual, feel free to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below, and I will catch you in the next one. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.